This is something I enjoy doing. I enjoy making blogs for things that I'm interested in. The problem is I just have trouble getting words down. You know, it's something I just really need to get better at. So this is my room. This is where I like to come into when I've had like a bad day, and it's just got all the things that I like in here. Look, I'll show you my figures over here. So as you can see, I really like to collect these things. Just really like having them because there are so many based on some of my favourite franchises and characters. So for example, we've got AJ Styles from WWE, one of my favourite wrestlers. We've got Terrence from South Park. I really like him because of his head bobbling, kind of like the character from the show. Mr. Meeseeks from Rick and Morty, one of my favourite Rick and Morty characters from one of my favourite episodes. We've also got My Little Pony characters. We've got my favourite one here, Fluttershy, who I really like because it's one of the characters that relates to me the most because we're both quite shy. And we also got this massive one here that my friend got me once, called Thanos, who's going to be in a new Marvel movie, which I'm quite excited for. It's quite cool having him before the films come out. That's just a couple of really cool ones. Let me show you my DVD collection next. So this is my DVD collection. I really like to collect DVDs because sometimes I can watch things that I've never seen before, like for example Back to the Future. I'd never seen that one before, but they would get it on DVD and now it's one of my favourite films. And also things that I really enjoy, like got quite a few Top Gear DVDs. Top Gear is one of my favourite British TV shows. Robot Wars, one of my favourite TV shows of all time in general. Super happy when they brought this back. It actually came back a few days before my birthday, which was just, you know, the best birthday present I could ever ask for. Got The In-Betweeners, which I was too young to watch when it first came out, so when I got older I was able to watch it on DVD, and one of my favourite shows of all time. Yeah, that's just a couple of my favourite DVDs. So now I'll show you some of my video games. So as you can see, just like my pop figures, I've got a big collection of games. I just like video games is kind of my passion, it's what I love to do. So to show you some of my favourites, I've got SmackDown Here Comes the Pain, probably the best wrestling game of all time. It kind of upsets me that they don't make wrestling games like this anymore. Got Pokemon Colosseum, the first Pokemon game I ever played, and one I think is actually quite underrated. It kind of changed the formula of Pokemon a little bit, where instead of going to find wild Pokemon, you had to catch a certain number of shadow Pokemon. Some people didn't like it, but I really enjoyed it, and it got me into Pokemon. Next up we got Punch Out for the Wii. Again, another underrated game that I feel doesn't get as much credit as people give it, but I really enjoy it. Like, I've kind of learnt this game a lot. I know all the good strategies on beating it and everything. We've got Crash Bandicoot The Insane Trilogy, a sort of remake of 3 Crash games from the PS1. Again, really good. Like, it was so good to see Crash back after so long, and it's one of my favourite games for the PS4 at the moment. And last up we've got Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U. I love the Smash Bros. Series, one of my favourite series in video game history. I just love it so much. You know, in fact, I kind of feel like playing it a little bit now. Oh yeah, I forgot. I've got to do this. Sorry, let's go downstairs, I'll show you my computer. So this is where I spend most of my time, on my computer, watching YouTube videos. I've got Steam to play some games, and I also like to make my own PowerPoints for loads of different things, like for wrestling and video games. So this is one of the things I like to do. I like to do my own wrestling shows. This one is for a fake wrestling company I created called FAW, which stands for Fantasy Entertainment Wrestling. It features, like, you know, cartoon characters, video game characters, a couple of some wrestlers show up as well, you know, wrestlers who aren't with the WWE. It's just something I really enjoyed doing. Go through some of the matches that are quite interesting. Del Boy and Rodney from Only Fools and Horses, famous episode where they dress up as Batman and Robin, so I thought, let's have them dress up as Batman and Robin again, and then actually fight the real Batman and Robin. But the stipulation was that if they lose, they have to lose their masks and can't dress up as Batman and Robin anymore. They get close, but they end up losing. Homer Simpson and Peter Griffin fighting is like the big rivalry because, you know, Simpson versus Family Guy, you know, which is better. Peter Griffin wins by cheating, so that feud can go on a little bit more. Tag Team Championship match, we've got Keenan and Kel from the show Keenan and Kel, Ang and Soccer from one of my favourite cartoons called Avatar, Mario and Sonic, you know, the 2 top gaming companies working together to try and win the tag titles. We've got The Cabinet, which is Brian Griffin from Family Guy and Stan Smith from American Dad. I think they work together well. In the end, The Cabinet win, and then Soccer turns on Ang, you know, sort of like a heel turn, becomes a villain. World Championship, we get Ozai and Zuko again from Avatar, battling for the world title, and Ozai wins. I kind of make him a little bit like an Undertaker's kind of thing, where he does choke slams with tombstones. So another thing that I really like to do is I like to do my own top 10 lists, which, you know, some of my favourite things. This one is top 10 nostalgic PS1 games. My first console was the PlayStation 1, so I thought like, it'd be good to have a countdown of games that I remember the most when I was younger. Just quickly going through, we've got Everybody's Golf 2, a game I used to play when I was around my auntie and uncle's house a lot. South Park Rally, didn't realise it was an adult game, so that's kind of embarrassing. Crash Bash, one of the first Crash games I played, and just a game I like playing. Lego Island 2, playing this game now, it's not as good as I remember it being, but it's still fun to go back to with all the memories I had. Then we've got Wacky Races, which was one of the first video games I think I ever played in my entire life, so that's very nostalgic to me. And number one is Muppet Race Mania, which is again another racing game that I just really enjoyed playing when I was a kid. I mean, see, the problem is that I can order them like that, that's the easy part. The problem is that then I've got to write down, you know, why each game is at that point. I just have problems like getting my words down on paper. Like, I can kind of say why I like them, but I can't put them into words that I can then write down. That's kind of the reason I made this documentary, honestly. I can say things, but I can't get them down on paper. I mean, well, I don't even know what's the point of me saying this. I don't even know if I'm going to be releasing this, if anyone's even going to see it. Well, if you did get to see it, then I hope you enjoy it, but probably not.